Since 2023, my content has been seen by millions on social media. A question I often get is, how did you do it? Growing on social media doesn't have to be a guessing game. In this guide, I'll break down everything I've learned about social media since 2023. But first, remember to focus on intentionality and not virality. In a sea of content and generic advice about social media, here's where most people get it twisted. They obsess over everything besides intentional growth. So don't be them. While scrolling through your feed, you'll see countless professionals sharing tear-jerking stories and striving for quick wins. But chasing the fleeting high of viral content without laying a solid foundation won't do you any good. So do you want sustainable growth? Then try a different approach. Be the person who's known for something specific. Connect with the right people. Focus on leads, not likes. Social media growth isn't going to be an overnight success, but when done right, you can build a legacy and brand that stands out for the right reasons. So before we dive into how to grow, keep this in mind. Value over virality, authenticity over anecdotes, and above all, intentional actions over aimless activity. So here's everything I've learned about social media since 2023. 1. Focus on one platform first. This is real talk, the most important advice I can give you. It is incredibly difficult to be great at 3 platforms at once, especially as a complete beginner. So master one before moving to the other. This is YouTube for me, for example. 2. Think like a marketer. When you're building out your profile page, your profile is essentially a sales page or landing page. So you want to make it as attractive as possible for people that see it for the first time or even for the 100th time. So here is the journey someone goes through when they decide to follow you. 1. They look at your content online. 2. They click on your profile. 3. They read your account information like description and banner images depending on the platform. 4. They decide whether to follow you or not. So you want to optimize this journey as good as you possibly can. 3. Find your niche. Pick a niche. For example, fitness. Then pick a sub-niche, for example, CrossFit, and then pick a micro-niche, for example, CrossFit for marathoners. Start here and get good results by producing content every day. Expand later. So then, later, you can jump from the micro-niche to the sub-niche to the general niche as you get bigger and gain more credibility and a larger following. 4. Choose one medium to stay consistent. Choose a medium you love, because you are more likely to produce content regularly if you like what you do. Like to write? Then write. Like to record videos? Then record videos. Ignore all of the noise telling you that you must do 5 different things. It's all meaningless if you don't stay consistent. 5. Create something every day, even if you just have 10 minutes of spare time. Produce daily. Even if it's something small, put your thoughts out there into the world each day. It's how the attention economy works. Self-promotion wins. The more consistent you are, the faster you grow and the quicker you will see results. 6. Check your mindset. Worried about low engagement? Who cares? Nobody remembers the bad singles. They remember the hit songs. You can't make a hit without a lot of tries. Thicken up your skin and get creating. I create every single day, and it has proven to work. 7. Keep your audience in mind. Your audience is your most valuable asset. So, truth is, nobody cares about you. They only care about how you can help them. So before you push out content, ask yourself these 3 questions. Question 1. Does this teach my audience something specific? Question 2. Does this entertain my audience and remain relevant to my niche? Question 3. Does this cause my audience to think about something in a new way? If the answer to all 3 questions is no, then you probably want to get back to the drawing board. It's time to create something else that your audience actually wants and needs. 8. Double down on what matters. Do you like engagement? Then share a sad story or some news article that's a topical tear jerker. You'll get a lot of likes and comments, so you can get your dopamine hit. But do you like success? Then share your actual opinions. Produce original content underneath your name, because everything else is absolutely worthless. Number 9. Understand copywriting. Learning to write is the single most valuable skill you can learn as a complete beginner. If you want people to read what you write, learn to write great copy. The people who write the best copy online aren't just winging it. They've read and practiced. Put in your reps. Everything is copy if you think about it. This video script, each caption, your profile description, your landing page. So learn to write great copy. 10. Break people's scroll pattern. Having great information or advice to share means nothing if you can't get users to stop scrolling and look at it. So how do you do that? Learn to write great hooks. A hook needs to capture attention and make users stop scrolling. It's that simple. Experiment with what works, double down, measure what works, and then you know after quite some time which building blocks you can put together to make the most or best performing posts. 11. Invite people to participate. Do you want even more engagement? Then ask people to engage. A call to action or CTA or a call to conversation, a CTC, will help you boost your content. So just say, if you learned something so far, then let me know your new learning in the comments down below. Step 12. Systemize your content creation. If you want to create content quickly and easily, you need a process. I struggle just like any other person. The difference? I have a system I built that helps me produce content without a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. This is a process that's never finished, but it saves a lot of time, even if you produce only once per week. 13. Build meaningful relationships. Remember that early on, it's all about building relationships. If people contact you asking about your content, write back. If you get comments on things you create, take your time to respond. Social is in social media for a reason. 14. Connect with other thought leaders. Once you begin to get some decent engagement, reach out to relevant people and form real, actual relationships with them. Don't be transactional. Instead, get to know them like you might a friend in real life. Jump on a call, help them out, give them stuff for free, because you always get back what you give upfront. It's that simple. 15. Collaborate. If you vibe with someone, start to co-create. Form a small community of creators all aimed at the same niche, but approaching it from different angles. Create videos, interviews, webinars, guest blogs, live events, etc. Get creative. See what works, see what doesn't. It's all about experimenting. 16. Help others. This is pretty much the essence of social media. Don't ask for permission to help others. Be proactive. Just do it. If you want to start interacting meaningfully with large accounts, take some of their work and turn it into different formats or reshare it with some commentary. 17. Go deeper to share more. Once you have covered most of the beginner topics, you want to go deeper, more in depth to people that actually need this knowledge that you can grant them for free. Because as you get more and more experience in your particular niche, go deeper. Write longer form articles to teach your audience or provide behind the scenes looks at how you're doing what you're doing. Build in public. Share it openly. Ask people for their feedback. Create more based on what they like and want from you. It's a simple, iterative process. You build, create something, you measure it, you learn off of that measure, and then you build something new or create something new that's improved. 18. Move people to your email. Once you have some good engagement, remember to stop renting and start owning. Make simple, irresistible offers and get people onto your email list. Remember, if a social media platform changes its algorithm, you can say goodbye to your engagement. That's exactly what I do after each of those videos, where I ask you to check out my newsletter at the first link in the description down below. So feel free to do so. I hope you've learned something, and I will see you on the other side.